Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Our dear student, Assalamu alaikum. Hope that you would be doing good. Today we are going to study the importance of Battle of Badr. Yesterday we studied about the important events, causes and the effects of the Battle of Badr. Today we are going to study the importance of Battle of Badr. So we need to study this in detail. Why? Because that was the battle which was given a specific name by God, day of testing, in Surah number 3, verse number 13. So that is why it must be read. The importance or effects of that battle must be over there in our mind. Start. Importance of battle for Muslim was very much high. Why? Because Muslim got specific benefits after the battle, because this battle is an important event in the eyes of Arab. Why? Because the people of Makkah and the people of Medina, Jews especially, and the pagans of Yasrib, they were having an eye on the clash between Muslims and the Makkans. They thought that if Makkans wins, Muslim will be eliminated forever. On the other hand, Muslim actually was also seeing this battle as an important one, because the survival of their future was on this battle. So that is why that battle was a very important battle for Muslims and for the Makkans and the rest of the Arab. Now let's start studying the importance of this battle in detail. Point number 1. So Muslim got this victory, although they were less in number. They don't have specific arms with them, they don't have weapons with them, they don't have horses with them, but they got the victory by having less army. So this shows that actually the victory belongs to those who are having faith in God, the people who are fighting for the sake of Allah Almighty, the people who are being attached to their faith with loyalty and devotion. Got it? So this is the important one. If Muslim lost this war, Islam would be wiped out forever. Islam would be done forever. So that is why that battle important for Muslim, for the future, for the safety and security of their faith within the Medina or within the Arab. This battle is known as the day of testing by Allah Almighty in the Holy Quran, Surah number 3 and verse number 13. You need to read this part. So Muslims, everything, the future of Islam depend on that war. Point number 2. Both parties affected with this war. Got it? The Makkans and the Muslim, they also affected. One side was affected negatively, while the other side got benefit positively. For as far as Muslims are concerned, victory to Muslims give them inspiration, encourage their faith in Allah Almighty, and become stronger and confident, because they fought bravely and Allah helped them in many ways, as we have studied yesterday in lecture, that Allah helped the Muslim in the form of rain, in the form of angels, in the form of that people of Makkah used to see them, 1,000 in number, and many other things. So this gives the confidence to the Muslim that Allah is with them, Allah is behind them, He is going to help His followers, He is going to help them whenever they are in the time of the need. So this battle strengthened the faith of Muslim in Allah Almighty, and this shows that their faith, their religion, Islam, is the true religion of the earth. On the other hand, the strength of Makkans were broke, because 1,000 people were over there in the battlefield. All was brave, all were the most important figure of the Makkan society. 70 of them been killed by the Muslim. Just imagine, the most important Utbah, Shaiba, Walid, Umayyah bin Khalf, Abu Jahal, Umayyah and other people, they were being killed. They were the people who used to lead the Makkah all the way. These were the people who gave them energy and passion. People of Makkah used to listen to them in every time of need. All 70 people were killed. Chiefs, most of them were killed in the battlefield, and that is why the strength of Makkah was broken, and there was a chaos of leadership within the Makkah, because all their leadership was killed by the Muslim. Not only killed by the Muslim, but also 70 people got captured by the Muslims alive as a prisoner of war. From the prisoners, the uncle of Holy Prophet Abbas, the son-in-law of the Holy Prophet Hazrat Amr bin Al-As. Later on he accepted Islam. Got it? In the same way, other people, the important figure of Makkans, also captured by the Muslim. Oh, okay. Number 2. the Meccans also actually lost their honor and prestige. Up to that time, Meccans were the only power within the Arab. No one dared to stand in the battlefield against the Meccans, against the Quraysh. When they fought with the Muslim, when they got defeated by the Muslim in the battlefield, they lost their honor and prestige. For the first time, not only the Meccan, but also the people of the Banu Ghatfan, the people of Taif, the other people, the people of Yasrib, they thought that people of Makkah can be defeated in the battlefield. They can be given death blow over there, the Meccans. So this is how they lost their honor and prestige, and people of the Arab started to think suspicious about their power and strength, because for the first time they were defeated by the Muslim in the battlefield. So that was the great effect for the Meccans. That battle also got benefit for the Muslim. On the other hand, that battle also affected the people of Makkah greatly. Number 3. After the battle, many non-Muslims started to accept Islam, because that battle it made a difference between the truth and the falsehood. That battle actually made the difference between who's going to lead the Makkah or who's going to lead the Arab. Muslims are the people of Quraysh. After the victory within the battlefield by the Muslims, the non-Muslim, they started to accept Islam. Not only the non-Muslim, the people who has been protecting their religion, the people who did not announce their religion in public, the people who were keeping their faith in secret, they started to also announce that we are also Muslims. So this is how the number of Muslims were increased within a year. Muslim become enough in number to strengthen their faith, to protect their country, their homeland. So also Muslim influence also started to work outside the Medina. Up to that battle, before that battle, the Muslims were the part of the Medina. They were a group within the Makkah, Medina, who were living over there under a mutual agreement with the Jews. But after the battle, Muslims' influence started to go outside the Medina as well. The surrounding of Medina, the people who were living outside Medina, they started to think Muslims as a new emerging power, and they started to want to show their alliance to the Muslim. They want to show their loyalty to Islam, to the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. So Muslims' influence started to cross the limits of city of Medina. Last but not least, Muslims become the dominant power of Medina, and the Arab in longer power, because the Jews of Medina and the pagans of Medina, they were watching this war. They were having an eye on that war. They thought that if Muslim might defeated in this battle, what will happen? The city belongs to us. Muslims would not have any place in the Medina. When Muslim got the victory, then Muslim actually had this. So Muslim became the dominant power of Medina, and the pagans and the Jews who were looking for the defeat of Muslim within the battlefield, their wishes came to an end. So my dear students, these are the important lesson of this battle. This is the importance of battle of Badr over there. So inshallah, tomorrow we are going to study the battle of Uhud, the events of third year of Hijrah. Until then, Allah Hafiz.